Our second portion of the square root property is this. We have a quantity being squared. So we have an x minus 3 being squared. We have a set of parentheses that's squared. I said in the last video that you have to get whatever's being squared by itself. Well, x minus 3 is being squared and it's by itself. So I just jump right into it. I square root both sides. We have x minus 3 come out. So whatever's inside the parentheses comes out. Cancels out the square, the exponent of 2. Square root of 16 comes out nice. It's 4. But again, don't forget that plus or minus. This really plays a role here. We add 3 to both sides to get x by itself after this. Get x equals 3 plus or minus 4. Now, since there's no radicals left over, you can tell me my solutions. I have 2 solutions. I have 3 plus 4, which is 7. Then I have 3 minus 4, which is negative 1. Those are my 2 solutions. Moving on, we add a little bit more. We see some different answers. So let's check them out. Got a little bit more going on. We got a 3 out front. We got to get what's being squared by itself. It's not quite by itself yet, so we need to get rid of that 3. Divide both sides by 3. Get x minus 4 squared equals 5. What x minus 4 squared is by itself now. We square root both sides. X minus 4 equals plus or minus square root of 5. And then we add 4 to both sides. And we're actually going to be done in this case. When there's a radical left over, there's a little bit less to do. I can't technically combine 4 and radical 5, so it's just 4 plus or minus radical 5. There's my answer. Next one. 2 more here, really just showing you different types of answers you could be seeing is my main concern. Again, get whatever's being squared by itself. So add 14, negative 2 times x plus 3 squared equals 18. Divide by negative 2. Get x plus 3 squared equals negative 9. We now square root both sides. We have x plus 3 equals plus or minus square root of negative 9, which hopefully we recall is just 3i. So I'm going to rewrite that in this step. Still plus or minus 3i. Then I subtract 3 from both sides. I is technically a radical, so my answer is x equals negative 3 plus or minus 3i. It's not 6i, not negative 6i, not 0i, negative 3 plus or minus I. We cannot combine those 2 terms. Last example. Again, no different in the work. I'm just mainly showing you a different example to show you the different results we'll be getting. So I'll bust through these first couple steps. We subtract 43 from both sides. Sorry, 43. We get 2 times x minus 9 equals negative 34. Divide by 2. Get x minus 9 squared still equals negative 17. Grab that square there. Square root both sides. Now, once again, plus or minus square root of negative 17. Shows a couple steps here. Technically can be broken up into square root of negative 1, square root of 17. So that would become I times the radical 17. And I add 9 to both sides. x equals 9 plus or minus still I radical 17. And there's our solution. So I threw in a bunch of complex solutions in there to kind of get a good look at them since it's been a while with that portion.